Yeah. So part of it is like, at least through this model of the kleshas, is that we believe that we're separate, and that's the biggest mistake, is we believe that we're separate. Then we start investing more and more energy into who we are as a separate being. Then we have our list of aversions and attractions, which gets longer and longer as life goes by. So that's why I'm always, when you see people in their 80s, their bandwidth of comfort gets so narrow, because for many people, the bandwidth of comfort gets so small because the list of aversions has gotten so big. But then the whole thing is driven by the fear of death, because what if you've spent your entire life pouring all of your energy into investing into who you are as a separate being, and it's all going away? And that's where like part of like waking up to impermanence, it becomes so powerful.
Yeah, actually, I marked down wanting to ask you about the term like waking up or awakening. And just to kind of check in with you and see how you feel about like that term, and if you feel that that's what's happening now, that do you have a sense that more people are waking up, and is this an accurate way to describe kind of what happens in spiritual work? There's a waking up. Yeah.
There's I was just reading some very interesting dialogue around the term waking up versus enlightenment. Like what is the difference? And what I really come to, I love this quote from Pema Chodron. When she says, she said, I've always been jealous of people who have breakthroughs. She said, I've never had like a massive breakthrough. But when I look back, I see that I'm less stressed and I'm more free. For me, my path has been a path of gradual awakening. And the Buddha, again, I always use the word allegedly around the Buddha because nothing was written down, until, hundreds of years later, 150 years later or something like that. But there's this story of someone asked the Buddha, how do I know I'm making any progress? Fantastic question, because there's, the joke, if you meditate, you'll feel better. You feel your sadness better. You feel your depression better. You feel your anger better. But you also feel your capacity for joy and compassion better as well. But he was asked, how can I tell that I'm making progress? And the response was something along the lines of, are you less caught in greed, hatred, and delusion? And I think that's an incredibly powerful gauge. How much am I more free from the incessant wanting of the mind? Am I more free from hatred, ill will, judgment, blame, all that stuff? And am I more free from confusion about what life and about what reality is?
Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this content and think others might as well, please feel free to share and subscribe.